All right, what's up? What's going on, everybody? It's JA, and we got one more video before the holiday break. So today we're gonna be unboxing the AE1 by Adidas. Stay tuned for my final thoughts on this highly anticipated debut model. So these joints did drop this past Saturday, which was December 16th. We had a 10 a.m. Eastern release, and surprisingly, by the time I jumped on the Adidas app, which was probably, let's say, maybe 4 minutes or so after the official release, joints were already sold out. But there was a couple smaller sizes available at the time, so I guess there was a little bit of good amount of hype surrounding this drop. But thankfully enough, it looked like some foot sites did have pairs available, but now as I just checked the website, it looks like only a couple of sizes are left, so joints are going pretty quickly. Now, before we get into the shoe, my fault, I did want to take a look at the box, which you see AE's signature right here, of course, with the Adidas 3 stripes. You see Anthony Edwards, model number 1, established Georgia, 2001, don't follow the wave. Not really sure what that's all about right there. So we have the AE1, size 11, and I decided to go half up from my true to size, just because I like a little extra comfort, not really grabbing these joints to hoop in, more so for casual use. So of course we do know they are a basketball sneaker, but based on my perspective, I kind of like to give you guys a look to see how these would work just casually. So you do have a little tissue paper here, again with the AE. And let's go ahead and get into these joints. Very intriguing to me based off the price point. When we initially first saw these, you guys remember that blue pair that had leaked earlier? I was instantly a fan immediately from the first initial leak. And I gotta say, now checking them out in hand, do feel really cool. Lightweight, a lot lighter when comparing to the Fear of God basketball pair, which we just recently checked out. So I gotta say, off the first impressions, looking really nice. And I gotta say it, but kind of giving Yeezy vibes as far as the design goes. But drop your first impressions down below. I wanna go ahead and throw these on feet and give you guys some more comprehensive thoughts on these. But first, a quick word from our sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by Poizon. So if you're looking to secure the latest and greatest hype release, Poizon has definitely got you covered. And hey, what do you know? They're currently running a Christmas sale, so be sure to use these codes on screen to enjoy up to $50 off your order. So not only is Poizon an online marketplace, but they also provide authentication services, and they already have over 4 million items authenticated. Poizon's online authentication services allows users to submit product photos to get reliable authentication to determine if their products are actually real or possibly fake. Poizon offers a free legit check for all categories with over 350 brands. From Nike, Yeezy to Jordan, they support over 100,000 items. So currently Poizon offers the fastest turnaround time for authentication. You actually can get your shoes verified in less than 3 minutes, and they're able to do so with a cross-validation process. So they use a mix of AI as well as manual authentication. The authentication process is extremely easy and only takes 2 steps. Once you take your photos of the item, select the brand and upload them. Then after just 3 minutes, you will get your results. So if you want to check out Poizon, be sure to click the link down below in the description box, and you guys are going to be finding cheaper and legit sneakers ASAP. Now, to get straight into sizing, I went up a half size from my true to size 10.5. So I grabbed the AE1s in a size 11. And I would say once throwing them on feet, you did have to loosen up the laces a little bit to get in. They do have a lot of lockdown support. Even the tongue is locked in. So you have these additional straps, which give you that extra support. So I would say definitely half size up is my recommendation if you're one of those people that are grabbing these strictly for hooping purposes and you like to have your shoes with no additional breathing room at all. I mean, you could go true to size, but I feel like most people are gonna prefer that half size up. The shoe does kind of have a more slim silhouette, if you ask me, and the toe box area does feel pretty tight as well. So my recommendation, half size up. For my wide feet gang out there, y'all may wanna actually go like possibly a full size up on these. Now, as far as the design, These look great. I've been a fan of these since we saw the first leaked images. You guys remember that blue pair? I think a lot of people were kind of hating on these early on, but instantly I've been a fan of them. You know, these kind of do share like kind of a Yeezy design language, being a little more futuristic, but I'm not gonna say they're a Yeezy knockoff. I would say more so like Yeezy paved the way for these more futuristic designs. And as far as the rollout for these joints, like the marketing and everything has been phenomenal. You guys already know, but I feel like marketing, rollout, everything aside, Anthony Edwards, he's doing his thing on the court. And I feel like that's the biggest reason why this is a hype new sneaker. Like, I haven't really watched him play too often, but he just played my Miami Heat the other night. We were up by like 17 at the half. And then bruh came back and busted our ass. So he's a beast on the court. He's explosive. His athleticism is crazy. And he low-key got a little decent mid-range game. And I know he gets like MJ comparisons all the time. But if you look back at those early MJ clips early on in his career, I definitely see the comparison. So he's doing his thing on the court. He got a bright future in the league. He's already an NBA superstar. And surprisingly, I feel like I think the Minnesota Timberwolves are like #1. They got like the best record in the league this year, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me. So I feel like as long as he continues to do his thing on the court, you know, his sneakers are always going to be respected. But not only is he a good player, these joints look dope as well. So you kind of have this like black textile, which is almost the base of the sneaker, and then you have this orange TPU cage which wraps around the entire shoe. As far as the design, it's like a honeycomb. I think that's the inspiration behind this. So it's like a light TPU. You do see a little bit of mesh underneath the cage. So the shoe is somewhat breathable from what it looks like, but I really can't tell just by throwing these on feet. But you know, when I first put them on, they were tight, I would say. So you got to loosen them up a little bit to get them on feet, but they feel great. You can see a little exposed boost right there on the bottom, just from throwing these on. The traction feels really good for all my people that are looking to grab these to hoop in. So overall, the design, I'm giving these joints 2 thumbs up. You already know. The only thing I really don't like is this like bubble right here on the back that comes out. It just kind of looks goofy, but it's not a huge flaw to me. It almost has like a, what they call that on the Jordan 11s, that carbon fiber. That's what it looks like on the back. So that's an interesting design touch. And then you got the pink 3 stripes. You got the pink AE right here on the front. So great shoe for hooping. As far as rocking casually, I think you could pull these off too. I mean, of course, you could rock these joints like with sweatpants. I threw them on with a baggier pair that draped over. We also threw them on with a tighter fitted, more proper form fitted, which I feel like with this shoe, just based off the design, a shoe that really like just the pants that sit right on the top look the best with this shoe, especially when looking at them from like the top down. So remember how Jerry Lorenzo said that for Fear of God Athletics, he was looking to make a shoe which like you could hoop in, plus then you could like go rock out in the club or whatever. I feel like with the AE1, low key, they kind of did that right here. I feel like this is a shoe you could definitely hoop in. I mean, it's a performance driven model, but I think they look good off the court as well, kind of giving like a Yeezy futuristic vibe, if you ask me. And I'm a fan of this color. It almost reminds me of like the high-res orange, but a little more pale, a little more toned down. You know, from the bottom, they look like a Yeezy Quantum low-key. So joints are hot. On the front here, they got this kind of little like fake suede. It's almost giving like Jordan brand material. So I don't know about that. I don't know about if these are gonna really crease up. Doesn't seem like it because the TPU is pretty soft. The shoe overall is very lightweight, and you guys already know I love the fact that they're coming in at 120 bucks. I don't know if you could, oh yeah, you can take out the insole. So the insole, again, you got the little AE signature on the heel, and then his silhouette right here. So cool little touch or whatever. So I guess fans of Anthony Edwards will probably love these. And people that are looking to grab a new casual hooping shoe that comes in at a good price point, I think they'll be attracted to these as well. And I even feel like Adidas basketball can grab some people, you know, that are looking for these just for a lifestyle. Because as I mentioned, I feel like these joints look cool on feet. I didn't get a chance to throw them on with some jeans or whatever, but I feel like more so just like the Fear God basketball joints, these are more appropriate, you know, with a pair of sweatpants or whatever. So overall, I'm digging these. I'm loving the affordable price point. I feel like that's the best quality overall. And I feel like they could even got away with dropping these joints for 160 bucks, but the fact that they're coming in at 120 bucks, A1. So I'm definitely approving these joints, the AE1s. This is gonna be the first of many colorways, and I've seen some crazy leaks which even feature like an MX pattern. If y'all are familiar with the Yeezy releases, you should be if you watch this channel, but I seen a joint online that has an MX cage on it, so it looks like they're cooking up some crazy colorways for the AE1. So these joints definitely get my stamp of approval. Let me know if any of you guys picked these up. I do want to say right now, pretty much all sizes are sold out, so you may have to hit the resale market for these. And they are called the AE1 with love, which I believe the color scheme, there's like orange color and possibly the pink, were favorite colors of Anthony Edwards' mother and grandmother from what I heard. So he's real big on family, and he actually got that idea from Kevin Durant, which he named some of his pairs you know, based off family members, like the Aunt Pearl's, one of his iconic pairs. So Anthony Edwards actually got that idea from KD. So the With Love inspired by his mother and grandmother. And I believe some of his future releases should also be inspired or named after other family members. So besides with all that KD controversy and beef and all that, you know, that boy really got love for KD and respects that man. So I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with AE, and salute to the Adidas basketball team for pulling off another great design. So you got the Harden 8s on the way. We got the AE1s. I ain't gonna lie, they kind of killing it and giving Nike a run for their money, at least in the basketball department. So drop your thoughts and opinions on this release. If you haven't done so, help me out by dropping a thumbs up on this video. I want to wish you guys a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate. Salute to y'all for tuning in. I'm JA. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all next time. Love.